Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 BMW M340i. Huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this sedan for me today. Take a look at their website. That link is down in the description. This 340 is finished off in Arctic Race Blue Metallic. MSRP is just over $69,000. Now this is powered by the 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder. It's also paired to the 48-volt hybrid system along with the 8-speed automatic. It pumps out 386 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. This model here is rear-wheel drive. It weighs in just shy of 3,900 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds with a top speed up to 180 miles an hour. It also has a fuel capacity of 15.6 gallons, and you'll expect to see 27 miles per gallon in the city and 33 out on the highway. This also has a wheelbase of 112.5 inches. Its overall length is 185.9. It has a width of 71.9 and a height of 56.4 inches. Now this particular model also has a few packages, including the M Sport package. So that provides it with the Shadowline package as well, which is all of the gloss black accents up front. You'll notice this does have a forward-facing camera. There's also active grille shutters within that grille, and those will open and close depending on the cooling needed. There's also a dark housing for all of the LEDs. You'll notice a sensor in the lower section for distance pacing and even more inlets and cutouts to provide additional cooling when needed. Gives it a great front end design, especially with some of the gloss black accents in those lower corners there. And then there's a few lines that come down the hood to give it a great look. Now this model also has gloss black wheels along with the red M Sport brake calipers. And then you'll notice gloss black for the power folding side mirrors, which feature a camera and a turn signal. There's also gloss black for the window trim, and then this particular model has a sunroof as well. And then as we take a step back, really nice lines that flow down the side, leading our way to the back where there's a very small trunk-mounted spoiler finished off in gloss black. There's also LEDs for all of the lighting, backup camera, all of the parking sensors, and then the dual exhaust surrounded by more gloss black. This model also features remote start, so you can just use the lock button in order to start it up. You can also use that as well to shut it off. So just triple tap on it to activate and deactivate. You can also use the key fob or the control underneath to gain access to your cargo space, where this model has the power trunk. Now for this sedan, you have a good bit of space. There's no storage underneath the floor, but you do have storage bins on the left side and the right side, and you can also fold down the back seats. So if you need even more practicality, this is a great option to go with. And then you have the controls up top to either close the trunk or to lock the vehicle. Now, if you do lock it, like you just heard, this has proximity door handles. So you can grab all four in order to gain access to the interior. Where this has a great design with some of the blue stitching. There's Harman Kardon for the audio, all the brushed accents with interior lighting, and then you have some storage in the lower section. And then as we fold the seat down, they do fold flat, and you have a large opening there in order to place in items. So again, makes it a lot more practical. And then at 5'10", as I hop in, there's no storage pockets behind the front seats, but you have plenty of space. There's vents, temperature adjustments, even some auxiliaries. And at my height, I have maybe a ½ inch or so of headroom. So I can still sit upright and be comfortable right around town, and this is perfect for adults. Now in the middle, you also have the armrest with cup holders, and you can even fold down this middle seat individually. So if you need to do that for whatever reason, you have the option to. And you have large windows with small pillars, so it makes it easy to see around that section there. Now up front, you get memory seating adjustments, all of your window controls, side mirror adjustments, trunk release, and then more storage down below. And then the power operating front seats with more of that stitching. Even has the 3 BMW colors on the inner bolster there, and you do have one manual adjustment for the leg support there. And then a small door sill, so it's easy to enter. But let's fire this back up and take a listen to how this sounds. And coming back to the digital gauge cluster, for this current layout, on the left side there's miles per hour, on the right side there's the tach and what gear you're in, and you can go through info within the middle using this button right here. You'll also notice there's volume tuning, voice commands, and Bluetooth on that right side. But now let's start scrolling through this content. So you can pull all of this up as needed, just depending on what you would like to see. So there's a good bit of information that you can monitor. Now, if we go back to the navigation, let's say you want to pull this up, you can actually go into layout now and view this a little bit larger. So just depending on the information and the sizing you would like, you have that option. And the last one is for the head-up display, where you have reduced view, sport view, directional, and standard. So you can pull that up. Now there's also brushed aluminum paddle shifters, all of the cruise control settings on the left side, flat bottom design with the M badge there. Now you don't have any storage on this left side, but you have your headlight adjustments with a dimmer switch, one air vent there. And then with the infotainment system, you have quite a lot to go through. This lower bar is always going to be fixed, so you can easily get through all this information. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, your climate adjustments, interior and exterior lighting. So you have a good bit that you can go through and monitor. Now on the home screen, you have nav on one side, and then you can go through info on this left side, which is nice. So you can add widgets and customize it as needed. You can easily get into the climates, along with navigation and music, and then this model has heated seats, a heated steering wheel, and there's temperature adjustments for your driver and passenger. Now there's carbon fiber for the trim accent with air vents underneath that. There's volume tuning, hazards, and defrosters, and then there's wireless charging with auxiliaries and cup holders underneath the carbon fiber lid. Now there's also shortcuts for that screen, so you don't have to use it as a touchscreen system, which is nice. You can go through all this information using those controls down below. Now for this 340, this is the shifter, so push it forwards for reverse. You have automatic parking, backup assistance, and then the 3D view. So you have no shortage of visibility surrounding this entire vehicle. And there's even a top-down view that you can pull up. And when you put this into drive or the sport mode, simply push the shortcut to the left, and now you have the forward-facing angle and full screen. Park is going to be located on the back side. Now there's also traction control, parking sensors, engine start-stop, and then a few different driving modes. So this will change the exhaust slightly, but it will also modulate your throttle input too. And there's auto hold in the e-brake. You get an auxiliary with storage, along with a locking glove box. And then up top there's garage door buttons, and then you have adjustments for both the sunshade and sunroof. And then here's a look at visibility. With those thin pillars in the back, it's very easy to see over the right side as well as over the left. As we set up behind the wheel now for the M340i, this is a really good platform from BMW. I just finished driving the M3. After this, I'll be driving a 330. So I'm going to be in the entire 3 Series lineup from BMW. If you're not quite interested in that next level M3, which we will be having coming to our channel next year, so you can follow along with that build content at some point, that is a vehicle that you can still daily drive. If you don't want quite that level of performance, but you want more than just a normal 3 Series or the 330, the 340 is a great sweet spot because there's modding potential, there's tuning potential, there's a lot that you can do to it, but from the factory, this is going to give you a very sporty vehicle. You still have performance capabilities, handling, you have some power. You don't quite have as much, of course, as the M3, but this is still a vehicle nonetheless that is comfortable for daily driving. You'll get better MPG as well, and then you still have those added performance benefits. So with the numerous 340s I've been able to drive over the years, this is going to be a very comfortable daily driver. It's a BMW, so it's luxury focused. There's no wind noise, there's no road noise. It's going to be great for even going on long trips. If you're out on the highway for several hours, this is a vehicle that can definitely handle those situations. Super comfortable as well with these seats here, and then you have a lot of options, of course, to spec this the way that you would like. You can also go with all-wheel drive if you need some more grip, or you can go rear wheel like this current model here. And for the 26-year model, there's really no significant changes from the previous model, as it is fairly new from BMW. So we have a really nice layout. The screen is also very easy to use. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of this large curved screen, but I recently purchased a 24 BMW X5 coming from a 2022 X5. So I went from the older screen to this screen, and I enjoy it. It is so much easier to use than the split screen, and I like just the overall layout and design. So you really have to use it and experience it to see the differences between both of them. But aside from that, everything else is very nice. I will say, with the shifter too, again, not a lot of people like they went away from that physical stalk. With the smaller shifter, it's easier to grab your drinks. So going from cup holder to cup holder, you don't have to worry about smashing the shifter. So it's functional in two aspects. Not only just giving a cleaner look, but for reaching for drinks too. And personally, I really like that. In my 22 X5, I constantly hit the shifter going for my water bottle. So With the new model now that I have, I don't have to worry about it. So that is cool to see as well. So I'm in sport mode now, second gear. Here's a minor acceleration. And it definitely sounds good. Not quite as beefy as the M3, but you still have the paddle shifters that are super responsive, and you get a little bit of added throttle benefit from sport mode and a slightly louder exhaust too. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the M340i. Definitely a great layout, and it's a fun vehicle to drive. A lot of people daily drive these. You can take these to the mountains. I have friends with them going through mountain twisties. It's a vehicle that can handle situations like that. So even if you maybe don't do some performance style or sprinted driving, if you're going on a road trip, you're on some back mountain roads, you have a confident vehicle to get you through those turns, even just at normal speeds, which is nice. So you don't have to worry about body roll or anything like that. It's a pretty planted sedan, which is great. A little bit of pops in those exhaust noises there, but you do have some piped in sound. I haven't found if you can turn that on and off. I know some of the other models, you have iconic sounds, which is the exhaust that you can turn on and off. And then as far as the turning radius goes, for being a small sedan, this is really impressive. So I didn't even have to back up for that. So it's going to be very easy to drive in parking lot situations and tighter spots like that. Well, let's give this one more acceleration. It definitely has a lot more than I'm doing today, but a fun sedan from BMW. So that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 M340i. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads, and I will see you all in the next video.